If this message has found you today, it's not by mistake. The universe has led you here, right now, for a reason that your soul already understands. October 14th, 2025, carries a frequency unlike any before. Something is aligning, something ancient, a moment between endings and beginnings, between what was and what's about to become. You might have felt it already, the restlessness, the pull, the quiet whisper telling you that change is coming. This isn't coincidence, it's confirmation. You were guided here because you are meant to hear what comes next, a message not from me, but through me, from the energy that connects us all, from the universe itself. So take a breath, still your thoughts, and listen. Because what you're about to hear is meant for your soul, not your mind. This is your alignment message for October 14th, 2025. I don't know where you are right now. Maybe you're sitting in silence, scrolling, half lost in thought. Maybe you're tired, not just physically, but in your soul. Maybe part of you feels like something is shifting, but you can't quite name it. If that's you, then this is your sign. You didn't stumble upon this message. You were summoned to it. October 14th, 2025 is not just another day. It's an energetic crossroad, a pause in time where the old timeline begins to fade and a new one quietly unfolds beneath your feet. The energy around this day carries something sacred, something luminous, almost fragile, like the moment before dawn when everything holds its breath. The universe is whispering right now, and it's whispering directly to you. Lately, you might have felt the push and pull between your old self and the version of you that's waiting to emerge. You might have questioned your direction, your purpose, your worth, wondering why the universe feels quiet one moment and loud the next. But that confusion isn't a mistake. It's a recalibration. You're not lost. You're being redirected. There's a reason you've been emotional, restless, or deeply reflective lately. You've been standing in the doorway between two energetic worlds, one of repetition and one of rebirth. And tonight, the doorway opens. When the universe wants your attention, it doesn't shout. It whispers, through the patterns of your thoughts, through the coincidences that seem too perfect to ignore, through songs, numbers, dreams, and those moments that stop you in your tracks. If something has been repeating for you, a number like 111-333-1010, or a thought that keeps returning, a name, a memory, a feeling, that's not random. That's how the universe calls your name. And today, on October 14th, that calling becomes clear. You are being guided toward alignment, the kind of alignment that doesn't come from logic or planning, but from listening. This is your moment to pause and receive, because what's arriving next, what's preparing to enter your reality, requires the space that only stillness can create. For months now, your energy has been shifting. You've probably felt the weight of old timelines closing, friendships fading, habits dissolving, opportunities slipping away, not as punishment, but as purification. Every time you let go of something that no longer resonates, you've been clearing a path for something greater. The universe is saying, you're ready, ready for the next chapter of your awakening, ready to see the world not as it was, but as it truly is. The energy of October 14th carries clarity, but not the kind that comes in a flash. This clarity arrives like morning light through fog. It begins as a feeling, a gentle knowing that you're exactly where you need to be, even if you don't understand why. This moment asks for surrender, not weakness, surrender. Because surrender is how miracles breathe. You don't need to force what's coming. You only need to open to it. As we stand in this cosmic space between October 14th and the incoming wave of October 15th, we're stepping through what I call the window of divine timing, a sacred pause where the universe rebalances energy and our higher selves whisper what our minds are too noisy to hear. Maybe you've been questioning everything, your relationships, your career, your path. Maybe you've even felt disconnected from your spiritual side. But the truth is, you haven't lost your connection. You've been deepening it. You've been learning how to hear differently, not through signs alone, but through silence. Because silence is not absence, it's instruction. Right now, your energy field is recalibrating. The restlessness you feel isn't resistance, it's evolution. Your higher self is preparing your vibration for what's next, and that's why certain things feel like they no longer fit. When a soul expands, reality stretches. Old patterns crumble because they can't contain the new frequency you're stepping into. So, if life feels uncertain right now, it's because you're walking through transformation disguised as confusion. Trust it. If you've made it this far, don't forget to subscribe for daily cosmic insights, astrology updates, and spiritual guidance. Because the universe always has a message for you. Because clarity doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers, "You're becoming." Tonight, I want you to remember this truth. You have not missed your moment. You are right on time. Everything that's fallen away, every delay, every disappointment, every ending was an act of divine alignment. Because sometimes, before the universe brings you what you asked for, it clears away what you settled for. The energy of this day brings 3 messages, not prophecies, but reminders. First, you are being guided to trust timing. Stop comparing your journey to anyone else's. Your clock runs on cosmic rhythm, not human time. The moment you stop chasing, the flow begins. Second, you are being asked to listen more deeply. Your intuition is louder than ever, but it doesn't compete with noise. Spend time in quiet, even 5 minutes. In that space, guidance arrives effortlessly. Third, you are being reminded that you are not alone. Even in solitude, your energy is connected to every soul walking this earth. When you heal, others feel it. When you rise, others awaken. That's how powerful your frequency is. Maybe you've been waiting for a sign to move forward. This is it. You've waited long enough. The universe isn't testing you anymore. It's inviting you to step out of fear, out of self-doubt, and into faith. Because faith is not blind belief. It's the soul remembering what the mind forgot. You've always known you're meant for more. You've felt it since you were a child. That pull toward something beyond the ordinary. That's because you are not here to repeat patterns. You are here to create new frequencies. October 14th, 2025 is the spark. But what happens next, the transformation, the expansion, depends on what you do with what you feel. Don't suppress your emotions tonight. Let them speak. If you feel tears, let them fall. If you feel peace, let it ground you. Every sensation today is a message in motion. The universe speaks through vibration, and your emotions are the language of vibration. So don't silence them, decode them. If you've been waking up between 2 and 4 a.m. lately, if you've felt pressure in your heart or head, if you've been craving solitude, that's energy integration. Your frequency is syncing with the higher rhythm of your purpose. The mind calls it overthinking. The soul calls it restructuring. What's happening right now isn't chaos. It's calibration. You are being prepared for the next dimensional level of your life. Remember this: the greatest awakenings don't arrive with lightning. They arrive with awareness. You don't need to be perfect to step into alignment. You just need to be present. The universe never required perfection from you, only participation. As you move through the next few days, be mindful of what repeats. Patterns, words, people, they're messengers. Every repetition is a reflection. Ask yourself, what is this showing me about my energy? And when answers don't come right away, that's okay. Because sometimes the universe answers not with words, but with peace. If you find yourself suddenly calm, even when things around you don't make sense, that's your sign. That's the confirmation that you've shifted frequencies. The transition into October 15th will bring subtle openings, unexpected clarity, emotional release, or a new sense of direction. You may not see everything yet, but you'll feel it. This is the time to plant seeds of intention, not from desperation, but from trust. Write down what you're ready to receive, not just things, energies, peace, freedom, alignment, abundance. Say it out loud. The universe listens to vibration, not volume. As this energy portal unfolds, you might notice a magnetic pull toward solitude or simplicity. That's because your spirit is detoxing from overstimulation. You're learning to exist in harmony rather than reaction. It's okay to pause. It's okay to not have all the answers, because sometimes the pause is the answer. You are not falling behind. You are being prepared for acceleration. There's a message the universe wants me to remind you of tonight. Stop doubting your power. The reason you feel things so deeply, the reason you notice patterns others overlook, is because you were designed to be a bridge between the seen and unseen. Your sensitivity is not a flaw. It's your superpower. It allows you to hear the whispers most ignore. And right now, those whispers are saying, you are ready. So when tomorrow comes, October 15th, walk into it with a quiet heart and open energy, because that's when doors begin to open. That's when alignment begins to move. That's when you start noticing that everything you once prayed for is beginning to unfold in small, sacred ways. You might see it in timing, in opportunities, in the way peace replaces panic. Those are not coincidences. Those are confirmations. If you've been waiting for a restart, this is it. But this time, you're not rebuilding from pain. You're building. Everything that happened before this day was preparation for what's coming after it. You were never being punished. You were being positioned. And now, the path clears. Tonight, I want you to whisper this truth to yourself. I trust where I am. I release what was. I welcome what's meant for me. Say it again. Because words create vibration, and vibration shapes reality. This is how manifestation begins, not with control, but with alignment. Before this video ends, I want to speak directly to the part of you that's tired, the part that's been holding on, hoping, praying, waiting for clarity. Here it is. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are awakening. And awakenings don't always feel peaceful. Sometimes they feel like falling apart because you're shedding everything that can't come with you. But underneath it all, you are being rebuilt in light. So breathe. Right now, as you listen, inhale deeply. Hold it. Exhale slowly. That breath is your reset. That breath is your return. You are safe. you are seen, and you are exactly where you are meant to be. As the energy of October 14th completes its cycle, know that this message found you on purpose. You were meant to hear it today, before the shift of tomorrow, because tomorrow something begins to move in your favor, something you've been asking for silently. Trust that it's already on its way. Trust that the universe is not ignoring you, it's arranging you. And when the timing aligns, you'll understand why everything had to unfold exactly like this. Don't overthink how this message reached you. Don't doubt why it did. The fact that you're hearing this now means it was meant for you all along, so take this as your sign. Something new begins now. Walk forward with faith in your heart and light in your eyes, because your next chapter has already started. And now, as this message comes to its close, I want you to take one more deep breath. Let it fill your chest, hold it, and release everything that no longer serves your peace. Because tonight, on this sacred evening of October 14th, the universe isn't asking you to do more, it's asking you to be more, to be present, to be grateful, to be alive in the knowing that everything is unfolding in divine precision. You didn't find this video by accident. You were guided here, summoned by vibration, drawn by the invisible rhythm that connects all souls who are ready to awaken. For months, maybe even years, you've carried the weight of unanswered questions. You've stood between chapters, unsure which way to turn, unsure if the light you felt in your heart was real. But the universe wants you to know tonight, it is real. You were never imagining the signs. You were never overthinking the calling. It was always your higher self speaking, waiting for this exact moment to be heard. So let this be your release. Let this be the moment you finally exhale the past. Every heartbreak, every delay, every time you questioned your worth, it was never punishment. It was preparation, because everything that once broke you is now becoming the reason you rise differently, wiser, softer, stronger, more aligned with the frequency of who you were always meant to be. And as this night turns into dawn, a new energy will begin to move through your life. Not loud, not dramatic, but quietly, like sunlight touching still water. You'll begin to notice peace where you used to feel fear. You'll see synchronicities lining up again, and you'll feel that subtle spark of excitement that says, something good is coming. That's not wishful thinking. That's recognition. Because your soul already knows what your eyes are about to see. So when you wake tomorrow, wake differently. Wake with intention. Wake with gratitude. Look around you and whisper, I am ready. Because you are. Ready to receive, ready to align, ready to become. This is your sign, your reminder, your confirmation that your energy has shifted, your timeline has opened, and your next chapter is already unfolding in divine rhythm. The light you've been searching for is no longer outside of you. It's within you, glowing, waiting, expanding. So trust the path ahead, trust the timing, trust yourself. Because on this October 14th, 2025, your soul just said yes. You didn't find this message. This message found you. Your awakening has begun.